on that last play, coming away with the pick.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll get rid of it. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The ball pops out on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
You got to give these gunners a lot of credit on this punt coverage unit. They did a great job on the perimeter, beating the double team and then using their speed to get down to the ball carrier. And then how about creating the takeaway, creating the turnover? Doesn't get better than that.
Gonna run it. It's Green. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for a play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Military stun! Military stun! Ready! That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Missouri, 7, Iowa State, 6.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They want to run this quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll take it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working on the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Buys a little time with his feet. Lets it fly. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and goal. On the ground. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
The Sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they'll try to tack on 2. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Missouri.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Dropping back, it's Houck. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. Timeout called by the defense, perhaps seeing they were outflanked and wanting to regroup before this 2-point try.
Missouri 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Booker. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Houck. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Green. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Terry. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to pass. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and
some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Tigers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Field advantage can have. There it is. The offense will walk it back. Looking to pass. It's Houck. He's got him wide open. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. In motion, see how the D reacts. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Marsh. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on fourth. Deep shot for the end zone. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. The extra point here would tie the game.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Wolf. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 4. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy
headed to the end zone, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cyclones! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he added the extra point.
Iowa State 14, Missouri 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bergen. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Offense in an empty set. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! Extra point here will tie the game.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wolf. Not a lot of space to be... Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Houck. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Unleashes one. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. Caught near the sticks. It's Woodhead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Bergen. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Terry. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go back to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it throw, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger. Looking for the tie with the extra point. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with the tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. And now we'll see if they can intercept it, and the defense has set them up.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it and create an interception.
Got a little space. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they're not on the same page there. Missouri trying to convert this fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cyclones.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
28.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Houck. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Good, solid tackle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Houck. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Missouri.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Cyclones are threatening on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Houck. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball